Fleetwood Mac, Frankie C.
You sure?
Yeah. What's that song? Time won't, but you won't forget me. What's that one? When she's like just like digging into him, like when she's just like, you broke up, you messed up everything. I love that song. She just gives him a talking to through music.
Tusk? Tusk.
Well, no, and she's just like tearing into Lindsey Buckingham, like you won't forget me. She's just singing her heart out, and it's so good. And you're like, what a piece of shit he is. You know, it's just they're great. I love Fleetwood Mac.
No, let us know in the comments if you know what the hell Anthony's talking about.
Anybody knows what I'm talking about, please let me know. Frankie C, we've got the cause of death for Gene Hackman and his beautiful wife. It is more disturbing than you know. We couldn't have seen this coming.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Mindy Kaling's response to Meghan Markle. I lost my mind over Meghan Markle last episode. It was therapeutic, though. I got it all out. I feel good about it.
That's good.
I will say, I don't know if you saw any of the episode, but I'm sympathizing with you a bit more. I forgot how much how somebody could just really make you hate them. And I'm a little more sympathetic to you in the Trump thing. So we'll update you on that. So you got to rein me in there because I don't want to spend it. I did like an hour and 15 on Meghan Markle. Good news is it's going viral on TikTok right now, which is nice. So
hey,
yeah, at least we got something out of it. Trump reigns in Elon and Doge, so that'll be good. One of the Krafts who owned the Patriots, Robert Kraft's son or who the hell knows, is running for mayor of Boston. Hilarious story here. We've got Gavin Newsom on Charlie Kirk's show. We got to discuss this firing squad that's coming up right now. And it is a game time episode with Aaron C. That's coming up, my friends.
A lot going on.
The Friday show, if I've ever seen one. It really, really is. Okay, so the Gene Hackman thing. His wife both found dead. One of the dogs on the property found dead by, I think, groundskeepers or whatever it happened to be. Very, very sad. He's 95, 94, whatever he is. His wife, Betsy Arakawa, or Betsy Hackman, she's found dead. So here's, we knew that he was dead for at least a week because he had a
pacemaker.
Pacemaker, thank you. And we knew that the activity had died. Turns out that she had died of this terrible disease that basically you catch through like mouse feces, you know.
Hantavirus.
And they're in Santa Fe, so it's not like they're in New York. You get that in New York, it kind of feels dirtier. You're in Santa Fe, there's animals, there's wildlife. They were kind of, they're not on a farm, but you know, they had property and dogs and you know all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Turns out the coroner over there in Santa Fe said that she was dead for at least a week before he was.
Yeah.
And the other revealing part about this is they also found out, or not found out, they knew, but we didn't know that he had dementia.
Right. Which, I mean, I guess would be the way that she died and he went about his days, you know, the next week without her. You know, that would explain that, I guess.
I misspoke. He had Alzheimer's. Sorry, not dementia. Alzheimer's. You're right. Judging by the timeline from what the medical experts gave us, she was dead for a week before he died.
Right.
So he was just puttering around that house with his Alzheimer's. Who knows if he ate? Who knows if he even knew what was going on? He was probably lost, maybe terrified, like scared. Like, she was just in the bathroom for a week before he wound up dying in the mudroom. I mean, God, what a horrible way to spend your last couple of days.
Yeah, that is very sad.
It was so sad. And you know, I've been just in this rabbit hole of Gene Hackman. Oh my God, I watched Hoosiers the other night.
Nice.
He's so good in that movie. Good in that movie. But I'll tell you what, you know, and that's one of the greatest movies of all time. I'm not here to poo-poo that. But you look at how far we've come in filmmaking and sports movies. Like you look at what they set out to accomplish with Hoosier, and then you look at like Miracle, and like how intense and like just like, oh my God, you like we were in that thing. It's
Right.
just like, oh, it's you could just see you don't have Miracle without movies like Hoosier and Rudy and all that kind of stuff, but you just see the evolution there and it's unbelievable. But Hackman is he's so good and just subtle. So I'm on the Hackman algorithm now, obviously, and there was this clip of him on Inside the Actors Studio, and Lipton brings up the fact that his dad left him when he was like 13.
Wow.
And it was like he tells the story and he gets all choked up. He's like, yeah, I was playing down the block with a bunch of guys. He drove by and just gave a wave, and that was it. He was gone.
Oh my God.
Isn't that horrible?
That is terrible.
And he's getting choked up over it. He like, this long, like 10-second pause. And then he starts to say something and his voice cracks and he goes, he's like, you can see I've gotten over it. And gets just the biggest laugh in the whole, I mean, just little things like that is so, it's so Gene Hackman. Yeah.
That's
so
brutal. Good. I mean, I wonder if that was it. He never heard from him again after that.
Yeah. I don't
imagine.
That's what he said. I don't know if they had little contact here and there, but I don't know. It's tough.
That's brutal.
Tough. Turned his life around, but what a horrible way for it to all end,
Yeah, that's no way to go.
It is no way to go. It's very, very sad. All right, so lost my mind, lost my shit over Meghan Markle. Forgot how much I hate her.
You sure did.
I just... I mean, there's like $100 million deal with Netflix. Somebody was telling me.
Is that how much she's getting?
Her and Harry have. I mean, even if the amount ends in billion, it's still too much. Even if it was 1 million, it would be too much to pay a person.
What is the show? I mean, I didn't even watch the show. She's just cooking. It's a cooking show.
I mean, if you can call it that, it's like her. She was arranging fruit in the clip that I saw. I couldn't watch anything else. I could not put it. And I never will. I never ever will. But she was arranging fruit and whatever and blah blah blah. All right. So there's this one segment where she gets Mindy Kaling on, and then she corrects Mindy Kaling because they're talking about she ate at In-N-Out Burger or some bullshit like that, or whatever it was. And Mindy Kaling was like, it's so funny that Meghan Markle eats at In-N-Out Burger or whatever she said. And she's like, it's funny that you keep saying that because my name is Sussex. Like she corrects her like a fucking asshole. Right. And
okay, I get that. But if you changed your name, you would correct someone, no?
No, not
you wouldn't.
Why in that moment? Why?
I don't know.
First of all, a guest on your show that you desperately need.
So if you brought a guest onto this show, and they kept calling you Joe, you wouldn't correct the person?
No.
Okay, you just let them call you Joe through the whole thing.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Okay.
It would be hilarious.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I'm not defending any. I didn't see the show. I don't know how it went down. But I don't know. Correcting someone for calling you a wrong name. I don't know. I'm not her biggest fan in the world. But that seems is it that big was it that big a deal? I don't know. Maybe it was.
You're just baiting me to play it again.
No. I don't know the clip. I don't know what happened. And believe me, I'm not a fan of hers.
Yeah.
But all the crap that went down with her and the royal family, I'm not a fan. But I just don't know what happened in that clip. Like from what you're saying, if all she did was correct her, hey, no, actually I go by this name now. Is that I'm just asking if that's a huge deal.
Well, it is for me because, and the same thing for this podcast, right? We're here to entertain people and inform people. That's it. If it ain't in those two buckets, don't say it. So it's like there's no value. Like you're on a TV show. You're not in a job interview. You're not hanging out. It's not just a casual thing. Why correct her? And it's a stage name. Like I made an example. Goldie Hawn married Kurt Russell, right? Or maybe they didn't marry. Doesn't matter. How many Hollywood people get married and they keep their quote unquote stage name? So people call you Meghan Markle. Who cares? That's how you're known.
I really have no dog in this fight
Yeah.
or race or whatever that
The way she,
expression
because
is.
you know what it is too? It's like, you know, when somebody not funny thinks that they're having like polite, playful banter and it just comes off as rude
Right.
and
She's not a host. She's not a trained person that can carry a show by herself. And so she's probably fell into I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to bring this up kind of a situation.
Well, I think it's Hawn and Russell. Just the way Christella wrote Hawn and Russell, I feel like that would be a good I don't know. Well, definitely radio morning show, maybe even a law firm. I'm being represented by Hawn and Russell, I'll have you know. So watch your step, you know.
Sounds like a good whiskey.
It's a good whiskey. I was going to even say, I don't know, it feels like a luggage company to me too. Like, you like my carry-on? It's Hawn and Russell. It's really nice.
Ooh, that is nice.
Yeah.
Or a watch company.
Oh, check out my brand new Hawn and Russell. It's very.
It keeps shit time, but it looks nice. So,
what were we talking about? I don't even remember. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, Meghan Markle. Fuck her. Anyway, it was just ill. And you know what I really think it is? I think it is that she knows how useless she is. I mean, I'm really being genuine here. This isn't hatred. I think she knows she got a big time celebrity, because Mindy Kaling's a huge deal, not just because of her acting, but she writes and produces. Like, she's one of those kind of people that has like a company kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe not as big as like a Kevin Hart or, you know, I don't know, you name the person, who the Deadpool guy, he's got like a whole thing going on, you know, not like maybe as big as some of those people, but she's a to-do.
She's a big, it's a big deal.
And very respected, I feel. And I think you get somebody like that in your room and you want to be like on your level, and then they don't know your name or that you changed your name, and then you get like butt hurt, you know?
Possibly. What was her reaction?
Okay.
Mindy Kaling.
So she just kind of like whatever'd it. There was no real reaction to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, and this is the story today, she goes on The View, and The View girls bring it up because it's blown up into this whole, not just for us, like everybody was talking about how snippy and awful it was that she corrected Mindy Kaling. And on The View, they were like, what was, you know, like, what happened there? What was that like? And all Mindy Kaling said was, and I'm quoting here, you know, I had a great time. She says, I noticed that whenever I do something, anything related to Meghan, it becomes like big news, you know? And then she repeated big news again. And she said, we were making sandwiches and, you know, they'll push in on my face on TikTok and they'll be like, look at this emotion you felt. And I honestly didn't even remember because we shot it like 9 months ago. And that was it. She said, I loved my time with Meghan. I'm also like, let her promote her show. I'm here to talk about Running Point, which Running Point is a show of Mindy Kaling's on Netflix, and that I didn't know about. And when I was talking about how the hell Meghan Markle even got Mindy Kaling in the first place, I was pontificating about, I wonder if she's trying to get a show on Netflix or something. And it turns out the only reason she was there was because of Netflix.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure Netflix arranged the whole thing. Hey, Mindy Kaling, you going on this show?
Exactly. It's a press tour, just like she's on The View, she's on that. It's all that stuff. And Netflix is like, keep it in the family, keep our Netflix people on her show. So, right. And it goes back to what I was saying, which was Meghan Markle, who I will only forever refer to her as Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle couldn't get half of these people unless Ted Sarandos and Netflix was pressuring them to go on. Because there's no fucking way people want to sit there and watch this talentless hack piece of shit.
Damn.
Make sandwiches and arrange fruit on a platter. You know? I mean,
Was there anything other point to the show? Did you watch the whole show?
No, I didn't watch any of it. No, I watched none of the show. I saw 3 clips online. All 3 clips enraged me to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. I had to talk about it.
All right.
because I can't take it. And by the way, they've been baiting us with this too, because she released a teaser a couple of months ago. I don't know if you remember this, but everybody caught fire on it because it wasn't her house. So she's like, oh, I'm just, Saturday morning and in my, relaxing in my kitchen. And it wasn't her house. They rented a house to shoot the show. Which I get it. It's a TV show. You have sets and people do that kind of stuff. But I think the overwhelming point and why people get all touchy and hot and bothered.
It's supposed to be like a glimpse into her
right
every day, whatever, but it's not even close to anything like that.
And we've never even come remotely close to getting a genuine moment from this woman ever. Like ever. Even when she was spilling all with Oprah and, it was treated wrong by the royal family. Well, who? And then she didn't say. She would never give you those moments. So fuck her.
Yeah, I don't think we're looking for genuine moments from Meghan Markle.
She's the worst. We put all the stuff out on Twitter, and then Twitter Bill tweets back she's awful. She was the worst part of Suits, and I'm like, he's right. She was the worst part of Suits. Like that show. I'm way late on Suits. Even I
never saw an episode.
Okay, I never watched it on USA. Even when it was in the height of Netflix, and everybody's like, you gotta watch this, my father was trying to get me to watch it. I never watched it. Then when he fell and I had to go down and take care of him and everything, we started watching it together. I can't, like a crack addict. I was just watching episodes like crazy because it was so good. But every time she walks on screen, you're like, oh God, this one. And this was before I even remembered my reignition of hate for I remembered all the things I hated about her. I was just like whatever about it. I totally forgot about it. And even still, after you get into season 3 and 4, and you're like, I don't even care about anything you're doing. Her storyline stinks. Her acting stinks. Her whole thing stinks. If you went back and you cut her out of that entire show, it would be a million times better. It would be a million times better. It would be so good. I pray to the AI gods that they will figure out a way to AI her out and put in an entirely different actress in there. And it'll be great. It will be amazing.
Man, I'm taking it you don't like her.
I do not like her. There's not a redeeming quality about. I would love 5 minutes in a room with her so that I could finally share with her in a calm and peaceful manner how awful she is and how she needs to change. I feel bad for her children and her poor fucking husband. Oh my God. Oh, that poor man lost his whole family, his wealth, his family, his brother, his father, all of that.
Oh no, she torpedoed that whole thing. The whole family.
The whole family. The whole family. She blew up, and not just a family, the royal family.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, she could have found a way to get in between Vanna and Pat Sajak, that piece of shit. Anyway, I don't even know what that means. Trump reigns in Elon. Trump reigns in Elon and Doge. I figured you'd be happy about this. Trump put out a Truth Social. I believe it was today. If not, it was yesterday. Don't quote me on that. But essentially, he said, and you got to, well, I don't know if you got to give him credit. I got to watch my words here with Frank. I don't want to set you off into a Mindy Kaling rage.
I might.
I mean, a Meghan Markle rage. See, I can't even see how she's fucking me. See, do you see? I can't get in.
Throwing you right off your game.
She's throwing me off. She's in my kitchen.
You were getting them all in before
she got brought up. You were criticizing him. You said weed whacker, which is a hilarious line. You said Elon's going through everything with a weed whacker. I know this is not true, but there is like a 0.0001% chance that somebody in the administration caught a show or a clip of ours or whatever, because Trump specifically used like a similar analogy when talking about the fact that he needs to rein Elon and Doge back in. And he said, essentially, I'm paraphrasing here, but he's like, now that my cabinet is in place, he's like, Doge is going to meet with the cabinet every 2 weeks, and they're going to take a more careful approach. And he says, and I quote here, As the secretaries learn about and understand the people working for the various departments, they can be very precise as to who will remain and who will go. We say the scalpel rather than the hatchet. Now, if he would have said weed whacker, I would have been like, for sure.
Like someone saw the show. And then, yeah, definitely.
But he's using a similar analogy, saying scalpel, not hatchet.
I mean, it sounds okay-ish, but I'll believe. It's one of those things where I don't believe a word this man says. So I'll believe it when I see it, number one. Number two, it's once that moves aside a little bit and that maybe calms down. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, something else horrible takes its place. Like all the DEI, they're firing everybody because based on algorithms that say this and that, and it's like it's not even just Doge, it's like the FBI, and it's everything. They're just firing people, and that's what I thought Firing Squad was about on the rundown. So just firing people at random. Like, it seems like they're just spinning a wheel, and it's like it doesn't matter what it lands on, just fire half the people. So hopefully it gets reined in, and they actually, if they're gonna look for fraud and abuse and whatever, it should be done through the proper channels. It should be done through the government who runs these things and can tell you who's essential and what's being done and where the money's actually going. And it should be voted on. If the money, it shouldn't just be no more, no more. It should be, these things were voted on to get put through. They should be voted on if it's going to be taken back. You know, if money's going to be all of a sudden cut. I mean, they're cutting so many things. They cut funding for kids' cancer research. They're cutting the veterans. Just, this past week, it's been, I forget the organization, but they're cutting thousands of veterans' jobs.
Paul is saying 70,000. That seems like a lot. Could that be right?
That could be right. The Veteran Affairs, I think it's called. Yeah, the VA. He's cutting
all
VA.
The veterans are having affairs? That seems crazy.
I mean, that's crazy by itself, but that's no reason to fire all of them.
That's true. Just because they can't keep a marriage together, that means they're bad people, you know?
I mean, yeah. So, yeah, they're firing 70,000 veterans, and apparently, we're going to take care of it. I vaguely remember him during the campaign, we're going to take care of our veterans. We love our veterans. And now he's firing 70,000 of them for no discernible reason.
Can we verify that 70,000 number? Because that seems like a lot, Paul.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Or whatever the number is, it's in the thousands. He's firing thousands and thousands of veterans. And it's when he had the speech the other day, and he's talking about, he brought out the kid with cancer, a very, emotional thing. But then if you ask him, but you cut cancer research for children, you cut funding for that. You can't just bring out someone who survived cancer and be like, you see how good of a person I am? Look, I brought this person here. But when you turn around, you literally just cut funding for cancer research for children specifically. What fucking good is that? What are you doing? I mean, he says one thing one day, and the next day it's a complete batshit crazy thing.
So, to be fair, though, did he know he was cutting, or was he just on one of his signing frenzies and somebody slid one of those books in front of him?
I don't know which one's worse there.
Remember when,
whatever it is, it's ridiculous.
Remember when Ricky Bobby wound up signing what's her name's head, and he's like, when I get on my signing there.
Exactly. If that's what's going on, that's fucking scary. So either way, either scenario there is not good.
To your point, and you've brought this up in the past, the National Security Administration, they had to scramble to rehire regulators that had been let go. Late in February, the White House undid roughly 20% of cuts to the staff at the Center for Disease Control and Prevention's World Trade Center health program following the outcry from the Staten Island GOP rep Nicole Malatakis. She's not Greek. And other New York City area lawmakers. It was a closed door meeting, and Trump said that it was a very productive one. Elon later echoed that on X, but the writing is on the wall here that Trump Elon on X said it was a very productive meeting, downplaying the fact that the president had clearly, seemingly limited his powers. Trump later reiterated to reporters that Doge has done an amazing job. So,
yeah, okay, amazing job. I'm not going to go through the list.
No, you don't have to. And listen, I don't think that you're incorrect. And again, we've talked about this in the past, and I've said he's doing something. I think this is a much more mature and better approach for them to go. Obviously, they have to go through the proper channels. I felt like it was going to find its way there anyway. But I do think there is a place.
But the thousands of lives that he ruined along the way, that's all casualties. That has to be accounted for. That's not just a
couple thousand. We got 360 million people. Yeah, we got 360 million.
We fired thousands and thousands of people. What's the big deal? I don't understand. I made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. It's like, no, you're the president. This shouldn't, the worst job numbers, coming into for this month. It's like, it doesn't stop. Everything's awful. So try to turn that around. I don't understand it.
What I was going to say is I think there is a place for technological advance and how some of the things are done in government, which I think could be and should be Elon's place. Like, hey, what are you guys doing? Let me see how I could use my tech background to help, not execute, but help, and I think that's kind of important. So, maybe we'll see how it goes here on out. Again, I've been optimistic. I've been trying to give benefits of the doubts. I've been wrong in some cases. You've pointed that out.
I don't think Elon should be anywhere near the government.
Sorry. I know, but they need help. They are just
fine.
They're caught.
But not Elon.
They're caught in the 1890s, not even the 1990s, the 1890s. They got to get a bit more efficient, especially if we're going to get those flying cars you saw. I mean, we got to start moving the needle a little bit.
But they don't even know the ineptitude is staggering. Did you see? Did you watch the speech?
The speech from the
State of the Union.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he said, "Did you see the thing about the?"
Can I be honest with you?
Mm-hmm.
The 45 seconds I watched of Meghan Markle's show was a million times worse. I'm just going to say that, and that's you. I'm not wrong about that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just going to point out the stupidity of this administration. Did you see the part about the mice?
The transgenic versus transgender? I pointed that out already.
Okay. So, I mean, if you can't decipher one thing from another and you're saying millions of dollars was spent on transgender mice at your State of the Union address, that had to go through the speechwriter. People had to approve that and then put it on a monitor, and he read that off the thing. That's a fuck up. I mean, that's a huge fuck up. Look this up for me, please, because I saw this a couple times today, and I hope it's not true, today and yesterday, but I don't know. I saw that I feel like it's the Pentagon, they did a big purge of things that were in our history that were supposed DEI things, like photos in the Pentagon of African-American military personnel, all these kinds of things that from our government history that were like the first woman to do this, the first black man to do that. All these records and photos and monuments and plaques and all these things were kind of wiped out of these government buildings. And one of the things, please look this up. I can't confirm or deny all of this. So please fact check me here, because I saw it and I want to know if it's true. I hope it's not. That they removed photos of the plane that dropped the bombs in World War II because it's called the Enola Gay, and it had the word gay in it.
I don't know if this is.
Please, actually, I saw it a few places. So just fact check it for me. I hope it's not true, but if it is true, one, that's incredibly ridiculous. Two, it's ridiculous on many levels. And three, it's embarrassingly stupid. And four, this whole purging of DEI history, wasn't this the crowd of don't tear down these statues. You're erasing history. Don't go around the country tearing down statues of the Civil War people. They're erasing our history. Like, there's a little hypocritical here. Am I wrong?
Hypocritical in a lot of areas. Did we name Mount McKinley? Because I just heard he renamed Mount McKinley after McKinley because somebody change that? That doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's true. I did see who's the brunette on CNN?
I don't know.
You know her name? Kate something. She did a report today from the White House, and it was reporting on paintings that were removed. And I think she went in there like because I think he removed a bunch of paintings from the Biden administration, which I'm like, why? It's his White House now. You redecorate however that's the deal. New president comes in, new president picks everything, right? I mean, who cares? So I lost a little respect for her there, but then she was like, but the Obama painting is still up there. And I'm like, all right, well, so then there's no reason to put this out then. You went in there to try and have an angle, and now you're like, but the Obama painting is still there. It was like, well, then, so what do you?
Well, then there's no angle. Yeah, no,
there's no angle. And then she's like, it's on the East Wing. And I'm like, he's never been there. That's probably why it's still up there. He has no fucking clue it's there. Now you're stirring up shit.
Yeah, he goes from his bedroom to the Oval Office to the golf course. That's his whole day. So I don't know what rooms you think he's going in.
He's not going to the other side of the building. There's just no fucking way he's going to the other side. It's just not happening, So I found that to be pretty hilarious. Anybody know her name or the Enola Gay bit?
I know who you're talking about, but I can't get her name.
I can't think of her name. Kate something.
Let's see. Now, Dennis Clark says, you're right, Frankie C. Paul says, true, Frankie. So
they took down the Enola Gay. See, I thought that would have been something like that sounds like something the left would do, to be like, let's be fair to the Japanese people and take this down. That seems like a thing that the left would do there. I do want to point this out, Frankie C, because I'm growing more weary of the fact that President Trump is targeting you. We have not had Paige in a live episode in a while. And she's returned to say, ironically, this is the worst timing for me to come back to live chatting. My funding got cut. Now he's coming after your fans, Frankie C. That'll enrage you.
Did she get doged?
She got doged, it sounds like. I don't even know she got funding.
Paige, welcome back. But I hope your funding is okay.
And also, can you write to us and see how we can get some of that government fund? That's the saddest part. I was hoping to get on some of that government tit, see if there was some podcast funds there, It
doesn't seem like we're the type of show that they'd fund.
Good point. Speaking of politics, Frankie C.
Oh, good. I hope that we were speaking about more politics.
One of the Krafts, as I said, I didn't care enough to look further into this.
Is this the guy that got the hand job in Florida?
Yes, Robert Kraft. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Which is still weird to me that a billionaire needs to go to a strip mall to get a handy in Florida. That just seems like, shouldn't you be on a list?
He heard good things. What?
I know it.
Recommended by a friend.
You think that there's high-end escort? Like, what was that movie with Chris Rock where he's the president?
I never saw that one.
Oh, so good. But basically, they're introducing him to the staff, and he's like, and here's your whore, for lack of it, whatever they called her. And he's like, what? He's like, we're tired of the scandal, so now we just have like a prostitute on staff, basically, is what he said. I found that to be pretty hilarious. And you think all these rich people have that kind of a thing going on, but they don't. There he was in a strip mall in fucking some weird Miami suburb.
Where?
What? It's open?
Okay. All right. We'll come back to Jay's house when she's ready.
You're on.
Yeah. Well, she can unmute herself when she's ready.
Okay.
Anyway, I think his son or grandson or whatever. It sounded like popcorn at first, and then your husband's yelling at you for leaving the door open. I don't know.
You hear him?
Yeah, we hear. I wish you would.
We hear nothing but him.
Huh?
I wish you would go back and listen to the show and hear what it's like when you come on.
It's like a storm. right? Like a tornado goes through.
It's exactly like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz when she gets caught up in the whole thing.
You know those one-man bands like from Mary Poppins when Bert comes in with the giant drum? That's what it's like.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Where do you get those, by the way?
You hear that? There's a clap in the background.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, Josh Kraft, who's related to Robert Kraft, I believe his son, is launching his campaign to run for mayor of Boston.
Okay.
A big deal. And he sent out an invitation for last night at some club, UMass club in downtown Boston. And he put this whole invitation out for everybody. And again, he's running for the mayor of Boston. And the title of the invitation is Reimagine Boston. And if you look closely at the invitation, on the bottom is a cityscape of New York City.
Well, he did say reimagine Boston. He didn't say look at Boston the way it is.
Right.
We want to reimagine Boston to look like New York. That's the whole reimagining part.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's an actual invitation that he sent out to people to start fundraising. That's
fantastic. Oh my God.
I looked at that and I go, okay. Is that the Chrysler building?
It's very similar. The two skylines, very similar.
And the Chrysler building is way too tall. It's almost as tall as the Empire State Building, just to the left.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, they're pretty close, but not that close.
Not that exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I found that. I mean, you're out. That's it. It's over. Announce your withdrawal. If you can't get the invitation right,
those darn interns.
Yeah. What makes you think you can run and reimagine the city?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a fuck up and a half. Well, again, reimagine makes sense, but outside of that,
idiot.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's so stupid.
That aggravated me too. I go, your dad's a billionaire. Stop asking people for money. Just run your stupid campaign off dad's money.
Are you kidding? They're gonna. No matter who it is, whenever someone's campaigning, they're always gonna ask for money. That's what I don't get. If I were running for whatever it is, whatever office, the way things are these days, unless you have to fly to like a debate or something, you could do all your campaigning from your home base, because the internet, the way it is, you could just, if I want to talk to Minnesota, or if I want to talk to California or Alaska, I could do it right here.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I'm doing my speech here. If I'm running for president, hey, I could do my whole spiel here. I don't have to fly, set up a whole huge thing, a rally. I could do it right here.
You got to go shake hands, kiss babies. That makes a difference. People being in person makes a difference to people. That's why they do it.
I guess, but like, if they're there, they're already kind of voting for you, aren't they?
That's a good point. Yeah, for the most part. Well, that's why they go to like supermarkets and stuff like that, and they're shaking hands out in the parking lot and shit.
Yeah,
like
that I could see, but like, I feel like it should be way less than what it used to be. You know, like the whole I'm campaigning, so I'm going to go all over the place. I feel like you shouldn't have to be that on the road. It should just, a lot of it should be, I'm on my page every day. I do an hour talk every day. This is my campaign. You want to ask questions? Ask me questions. I'll take questions from citizens, from whomever. I'm not just going to stand up in front of you and talk for an hour and a half. I want to hear your questions. You ask me anything you want, and I'll talk for an hour, 2 hours. That's the way campaigning should go. We would save so much money. People would save so much money from donating millions and millions of dollars. Instead of that, just say, all right, I don't need any money. I'll just sit here and talk to everybody.
I have to tell you,
I feel like that's the way it should go.
You have my vote, because I like this attitude of like, I'd like you to vote for me to run shit, but I'm not going to come out and see you. I can't be bothered.
I'll be here.
I'll be here working on
if there's a problem somewhere and I could go and fix it, I'm there. But if me just showing up and standing in front of you is going to make you vote for me, consider what I'm saying rather than where I'm standing.
I don't think you should even go there and fix it. I think you should have them text you, and then you'll send somebody else to go.
If I could fix it from sitting right here,
yeah,
all the better.
I like it. It feels like the IT guy can, right? What's the IT guy always say? Like, all right, let me log into your computer. Like, you're not going to come up to the office here? No. I'm just going to log into it. And then they tell you this. They go, oh, I'm in 4
I'm in another
away from
state.
you. Yeah.
I'm not coming to you. What am I going to fix it from your desk? What am I going to do there?
Yeah.
No,
My
I got it
husband
from
tells me that
here.
from the basement. So
What?
What'd you say?
my husband tells me that from the basement. He's like, I can't come. I can do it from here. I can't come up. I'm like, what?
To be fair, there's a lot of stairs from your basement to your first floor. I'll defend him there. That's a lot of stairs.
Yes, 12.
So let me ask you, Janine. If I was running for something and I said, here's my whole campaign strategy. I am not asking for a single donation. I don't want anybody to donate money to me. I will do my whole campaigning from here. I will talk to everybody. I'll talk to every state. Today we're talking to California. Today we're talking to Kansas. And I go state to state like this, and everybody can ask me questions, and I'll talk. Is that a bet? Do you think that candidate has a better shot than the person who flies and takes millions of dollars of donations and holds fundraisers?
No.
Just to fund their campaign.
No.
Isn't that a waste of money?
No, because that's how you meet and schmooze people.
Yeah, schmooze.
You have to show face.
But why?
And a little cleavage too. I find is helpful.
Just like people going back to work in office full time.
But not everybody has done that.
Yeah, there's like 2 people that I know that haven't done that.
Frank wants it to be pandemic times again so bad.
No, Frank is one of them.
Just the staying home part.
Frank is one of them.
Yeah, and we all got it. We know what you were talking about.
Oh,
Frank.
okay. I was gonna say. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just feel like a lot of money could be saved if you didn't have to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is that
you're right?
Wouldn't that sound like a better candidate? I don't want anybody to hand over their hard-earned money. Keep your money. Don't donate to me. I'll handle the campaigning. Wouldn't that sound better to you than give me the donation?
I tell you what, you're really going to save money here when you have to pull out of the election 2 weeks in because you're not showing up to anything.
I'll go on every news channel.
What's the debate? You just put a TV screen where you would have been
wheel me right out on stage. You know when you were in class and they wheeled out that big
old school TV, not even a flat screen. You might have
old school tube television with the VCR on the 4-wheeled thing.
I wanted to shit on you, but yeah, you might actually have something here now. You're really starting to develop.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, a little bit. I think everybody loves those old school things. They'll be talking about that.
You wheel that out, you're in for a good day at school.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna feel good about that. You might have
all right, we got it's movie day today. Great. those bring up the good feels.
Frankie, see, we are moving through these topics. Gavin Newsom was on Charlie Kirk's podcast 2 days ago, and he told Charlie Kirk. Now, Charlie Kirk, for people who don't know, is the right-wing influencer, podcast host, whatever you want to say.
Here we go.
More like a speech guy, or who are the people that go around and give speeches all the time?
Like, no, not mom.
Go around and give. What's this going around and giving speeches stuff? I say you do it from right now.
Like when you go and you speak at a conference, what do they call those people?
Like TED Talk things?
Yeah, there's like a word for them. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Charlie Kirk, and he helped run the Trump campaign and helped mobilize a lot of people that helped win the election for him. And Gavin Newsom, to his credit, went on Charlie Kirk's podcast and told Charlie Kirk that his 13-year-old son was a big fan of Charlie Kirk. It was a big moment. Yeah, it was a really big moment. And then Charlie Kirk challenged him. He said, do you think men deserve to be in women's sports and everything? Brought up the whole, thing. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Newsom's answer was new.
No.
And it wasn't that like, he goes, listen, it's a complex issue. He goes, clearly, the Democrats have been handling this wrong. And, there needs to be, some sort of separation because you do have, he acknowledged what the right has been saying about this issue for the longest time. He wasn't harsh about it. He was still super sensitive about it. He's like, it's a sensitive thing and, we got to handle it the right way. But he didn't say like, he didn't give the blanket Democratic answer of the past. And I thought, this guy's doing it. He's recognizing the sign of the times.
Well, that is the Democratic answer, is we have to, it's not just yes. It's, we have to look into it and handle it.
It's been a blanket yes for the most part.
I don't think it has.
And some of the crazier lefty people who have a lot of the attention, the world's attention has been, but I give him credit for not only that answer, but I only bring up, I don't want to get into that issue. I only bring it up because he's evolving. And I also give him credit for going into the lion's den. Like we always give Buttigieg credit that he's the only one that could go, to the other side. And this is a big problem for Democrats. They just want to, what do they call that when you scream down your own side and you're screaming into a wind tunnel?
Whatever it is. I forget what it's called. But I know what you mean.
And he was a person. He was a human being. He goes, "Hey, my son likes you." Like, what Democrat has ever said that in the past before? I'm telling you, that fucker's going to be a president. He's going to be. He's good. He's too good looking.
Probably.
He's too good looking.
Now I don't want to get on those issues. Those are very long, drawn out issues. But I will say that if you want to hear a really good answer to men and women, the whole sports thing, one of the best, Neil deGrasse Tyson, has a really good answer. So if you look him up, he has a pretty smart,
cool
way of just look him up, talking about it.
Yeah,
it's him talking to two podcasts. It's him on his, I guess in his home, talking to two podcasters, and they ask him about it, and he gives his scientific and I think a really good, smart answer.
Yeah, but Newsom didn't blow up on him for being like, "Oh, there's only two genders," and all. Like, he gave an approachable, common sense answer. So many times the left wants to just be up on their high horse, condescendingly talking down to the other person about it, and he didn't take that bait in that moment. And I was like, "Oh, maybe we're evolving as a Democratic Party here. Maybe somebody is finally starting to get it and is making the approach," because he's kind of the guy. I don't know, Buttigieg maybe, it's funny. Tim Walz is like, "I might run for like, go the fuck away. Like, you're a loser. Nobody wants you. You didn't help the ticket." No, he was a loser. He didn't help the ticket. He has those drunk driving things in the past. He's a fucking nightmare, that guy. He didn't work. You're done. Go away.
Damn.
It's the truth, though. Why would they waste their time with Tim Walz? Tim Walz is not the guy. He's not the guy.
I love how on the Republican side, it could be a batshit crazy lunatic, fucking, not whatever you want to call him, Trump. All the things that he's done. He could be the worst person.
I called him the couch fucker a lot.
Couch fucker. It could be the worst people in the world. Could be the candidate. But when it comes to the left, they have to be crystal clear, perfect, and they can't have a black mark on their record.
Well, because the left holds all these people to these crazy ass weird standards that are unrealistic. They're the ones who
not couch fucking and raping women and sexually assaulting women and dressing them. What a huge standard that is.
I see us going down the path. We're one away.
Anyway, you're going to get me off on a rant here.
Yeah, we went away from the game. Firing squad. Okay, so let me see where this was. I forget. North Carolina or something. They're doing some great stuff with barbecue. Crazy stuff with all this other shit.
Oh God, what is this now?
Hold on. Where was it now? I got my notes here. Did you see that thing about LeBron James screaming at Stephen A. Smith? That was crazy. South Carolina. There you go. South Carolina. So there was a guy, Brad Sigmund. He was a double murderer. He just become the first U.S. death row inmate to die by firing squad in 15 years. So not too long of a time. At about 6:08 in the East, just this afternoon, 3 state corrections department volunteers armed with rifles lined up behind a wall about 15 feet away and fired shots at a target on the hooded killer's heart at about 6:05 p.m. So they think they pronounced him dead 3 minutes later. That was a long 3 minutes there, I bet. Usually with those firing squads, they'll put blanks in one person's gun so that they
know, so we don't really know who did it.
But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is I believe I can kill somebody. Like, I believe I can murder. I believe if you put me or my family's life in danger, I could rise to the occasion and end somebody's life
in
if
self-defense.
I had to.
Or
if I had to.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, even if I was a corrections officer in a prison, I don't know if I could voluntarily end somebody's life. Even a double murderer, and honestly, I don't know what this guy did, could be horrendous, could be really, really bad. Even if it is like the worst person, I don't know if I could voluntarily go in there and be like, oh, I'll do it. I could do this. Like that to me is like bringing on undue future post-traumatic stress disorder into your life for no reason when you could, like, to me, I understand it, and I understand the law is funky and weird, and people, I don't know if he got to choose or whatever it was, but I would be, if somebody was like forcing me to do it, I'd be standing there with a gun going, we could do this with a needle, a shot. What are we why are we standing here? I'm not doing. I couldn't do it. Could you do it? Could you?
No, I can't. I can't just flat out. I wouldn't be able to do it with the needle either. I'm not.
You're such a liberal pussy. Oh my God, I shouldn't have even. I shouldn't.
But what's the difference?
Well, I feel like it's more humane. It's not like what is
it? Have you ever looked into? I mean, there's so many documentaries and reports on lethal injection. Might not be as humane as you think.
Well, you're right, but I kind of looked at that like a doctor would have to do it, and there's no way I'd ever be confused for a doctor or become one, actually. That's why I never really
medical, and I don't know. There might be a difference there. You're still ending, someone's life. Maybe those. What are those? I feel like aren't there like suicide boots in some country here or something, like a machine? Isn't that a thing that happened in like
suicide
Europe?
Boots?
Europe somewhere, there was like a suicide, like people could go there if they're like terminally ill and euthanasia thing. Isn't that something in some country somewhere?
I don't think this has anything to do with the young people in Asia. It seems crazy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hilarious. Well played. But I feel like that's a thing.
Like Kevorkian, like when you're in pain. Yeah, that kind of shit breaks out all the time.
Yeah, but there's it's like a legal euthanizing kind of a thing that exists in some country somewhere. I don't know what it does or how it works or what it's doing to the person, but there's got to be a quick, painless. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to flip a switch or hit a button or shoot a gun. No, that's not me.
When I read the story, I think of the 3 volunteers. I just could think to myself, like, who's volunteer? I mean, it's noble. I mean, you think about people who volunteer for the army. You're basically signing up with the fact that But there's an honor to that of defending freedom and your family, and it still feels like one of those I'm defending people. I love things.
I mean, it feels like we caught the guy. He's not a threat,
right?
Anymore.
Were you talking about DeSantis boots? Is that where you were trying to get to? Because that was a mess. That whole thing was a nightmare. Yeah, remember when he was wearing those white boots? You don't remember that?
I remember that, but what does that have to do with?
Oh, it was embarrassing because you were saying boots. You were saying suicide boots, and he
booths.
Oh, booths! I thought you said boots. I swear to God, I thought you said boots.
What is a ute? The 2 youths.
When you said it, oh my God, I'm never gonna live this down. When you
suicide
said, I go,
boots.
Are they like heavy boots and they put you in the water and then you like can't get out? Like I'm like, what is a suicide boot?
Suicide boots. No, there's also. Isn't there like a video game someone invented? I remember that.
Suicide. What?
What is a boot? I'm sorry. Boot. The 2 pods. Suicide boot. What is happening?
Can somebody in the chat please? Did anybody else think he really said boots? Because I thought it was boot like the shoe, not a booth. I swear, I would love just one other person to be with me on this, so I don't feel like
apparently
a big
Robin
idiot.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Apparently, what? Well, someone invented a video game that kills you if you die in the game. Did you hear about that? That was like
No.
2 years ago.
Kills you in real life if you die in the game? How is that a
Yeah.
thing?
Did you
I
watch
think it was
that
like an
movie,
art.
Frank?
I think it was like an art
Or it
thing,
was a
but nobody
movie on
uses it.
Netflix?
Yeah, that sounds like a movie on Netflix. Was that a real movie on Netflix?
It was not a movie. It was an actual thing. I don't know.
No, Janine says it was a movie. It was a movie. I heard of that. It's like a movie.
Yeah, but there was also a real
That's real
thing.
life.
But you know.
Thanks, Robin. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, Robin Hood Booths.
Suicide. What? That was
Wait,
my
I have a
favorite.
quick question.
Yes.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's a conservative?
He's neither. He's a scientist. That helps.
I don't know if he's
Why?
ever.
That's not a political side.
I don't know what his political affiliation is, but why?
I'm trying to find what he said about transgender athletes playing with.
Yeah, it was recent. I think it was pretty recent, but it's him. Look on YouTube. It's him talking to two podcast hosts.
It's not Bill Maher, is it? Because I just see that.
No,
that's coming
I don't
up.
know I don't know the two hosts. I have never heard of them. But it's him on the right and then two on the left, and they're asking about men, and, the topic of men and women and sports and all this stuff. It's a quick, I don't know, 5-minute clip maybe, should be.
Was the other podcast host Mrs. Riley?
And only Mrs. Riley.
How many podcast hosts are in the studio? Did you see the thing with Hannah Berner? Was that her name? Hannah Berner?
I don't know who that is.
I did, and that was ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous.
Come on, people.
Hannah Berner was on the red carpet for oh good, Aaron's here. Hannah Berner was on the red carpet because you brought up like, oh, just quickly on how the left takes things way out of control.
Yeah.
Hannah Berner was on the red carpet. She's interviewing Megan Thee Stallion, and she's like excited, like she's jumping up and down as Megan Thee Stallion is like standing next to her. She's like, I love your music. And she's like, oh my God, your music. And she's like, oh, your music makes me want to like fight. Like I get so pumped up and like this and that. And people were accusing her of being a racist.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
Why?
Why what?
Because
why were they calling her a racist?
Other than the fact that Hannah Berner is white.
Yep.
And Megan Thee Stallion is black, and like this idea, I watched this girl on TikTok go, no, because you can say things sometimes and really mean something else, and she should apologize. And I'm just like,
apologize for saying that she listens to her music when she wants to kick someone's ass or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, no matter what you say, there's going to be someone you're not going to make happy. You could say puppies are very cute, and someone's going to like puppies are ugly, puppies are assholes. And you're going to piss someone off. So it doesn't matter what the intention, you could have the best intention in the world and try to legitimately compliment someone, which I'm sure is probably benefited that is probably what she was doing. And there's going to be someone who's going to be like, oh, take it the wrong way and be like, oh.
Dude, she was so excited to see this woman. Like she was thrilled out of her mind. And the people were like, I'm like, what? But by the way, sometimes great music does make you want to. How many times do you say this song is so good it makes me want to run through a wall? Like nobody
gets you pumped. Music gets you pumped up sometimes.
Yeah. Like I have music that I listen to. I shouldn't have started this sentence. When I go to the gym, when
okay,
once or twice a decade.
Now,
when you pass by the gym on the way to the hero shop.
Fake news.
Aaron, you got here at the right time. Save me from this. Bail me out. We got a game.
Who's this Jim you're talking about?
Like I'm gonna say it. Frank puts on like
here we go.
Trump
Buckle
speech up. when he wants to bang really hard.
He doesn't do that.
Puts on what?
Trump speech when you want to bang.
Oh God! This is gonna be every episode.
Seriously, come on.
No, quickly. All right, quickly before we start the game. This is great because I'm glad Aaron's here. I want her to answer this. The four of you guys right now, think of this.
I gotta go.
There's three of us, by the way.
No, you, me, Aaron,
You said the four of you guys think of this.
Four of us, I thought I said. All right, anyway.
All right.
What's an annoying thing that you do that nobody really knows about? And I'll tell you why I'm thinking of this. I was in my car the other day and I did something and I didn't realize that I do this a lot. And I don't know if I do it with people around. I might do it when my wife is around.
So who's it annoying?
Me. It annoyed me.
So you did something that you found annoying and you don't know if anybody else knows that you do this thing.
A little bit, but I also thought to myself, if I did this in public, people would hate it.
Oh.
Do you have something like that? I can give you my example to buy you time.
Go ahead.
I'm wondering if there's something that comes to your mind right away that you do mostly in private that would annoy the crap out of somebody.
Annoy the crap.
I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but I have a story when I used to teach religion to little kids, and I used to
That's a good line. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Will just got a good line out. I'm not even going to read it out. I just want people who are listening to go, shit, I should be watching.
I was going to say that.
Go ahead.
What did he say?
Nope, can't do it. We'll go back and watch. I'll put it back on the screen for everybody, but.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. You were saying.
No, I just used to take chalk. I used to lean against the chalkboard. I used to take chalk and I'd take it over my shoulder and just keep hitting the chalkboard. And apparently later, every single time, I would see these little marks on the chalkboard and I would be like, what are those? And then I would erase them. And the kids used to make fun of me because they were like, at the end of the year, we like switched. I was like, you can be me and I'll be all of you. And they were like, dotted the chalkboard with chalk. And then they exaggeratedly erased it. Like, what is this? They were like, it was always you. And I was like, oh. I don't know, it's just so weird the way that they like completely schooled me. They were like, you were always doing that and you never knew it. And we were like, oh, I'm like, okay. But I always think about how annoying that must have been for them.
Oh my God, that is annoying. I could see that. Especially if they're doing the end of the year skit on it. Yeah, you definitely annoyed some of those kids.
Oh,
That's a great move, by the way. The end of the year, do your impression of me thing.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You got to have tough skin to let children let them out on that leash. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a tough. That's
a whole classroom of kids.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to think. What the hell? What do I do that I think is annoying? That annoys that I annoy myself with?
Well, you by yourself, or maybe just you and Erin, and she's annoyed by it. Something that you don't do in public amongst friends and family. And
punch the nightstand in the middle of the night.
That's true. That's not annoying. That's hilarious, is what it is.
You dance a lot.
I do dance a lot. Like I'll just randomly, I'll just be like, in the middle of nothing, just like.
It's not annoying except when I'm trying to discuss something serious. And you're like doing the Running Man, and I'm like, listen, where are we having Easter? And you're like, Cabbage Patch.
I'm like, Easter, huh? Easter's gonna be great. What are we talking about?
Can I tell you something? That might be a C thing, meaning his family, because I feel like your brother does that too, and maybe even I think I've seen your dad do that. So that might be
that's possible,
a family thing.
That's possible, but yeah, no, I do break into random dance. It's not good dance. It's just movement, basically.
Right. That's something. Yeah, that's good.
No, is that? I guess it's only. It's annoying if you're trying to discuss something serious. Okay. I guess so.
She's trying to make she's trying to fill out your last will and testament, so you guys are taken care of, and you're like,
yeah, take whatever you want. Okay, do it all, whatever. Just give it away. Okay.
Frank, we got to pick car insurance. You got to stop fucking around.
Yeah, Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15%.
I get it. It is really annoying. It's really annoying now, Aaron. It was adorable.
Am I annoying you?
A little bit.
Oh God, poor Aaron.
Janine, what do you got? There's got to be something you got.
Okay, well, I don't think it doesn't annoy me, but I know it annoys other people. So I can't do it. I try not to do it as much as I can now. And that is not stopping fully at stop signs.
Not stopping fully that's not annoying. That's economical.
Right, thank you.
You're saving brake pads there.
But I'm saying I know that my husband and my mother will get annoyed at me if I don't fully stop at a stop sign.
Can I tell you something? I find fully stopping annoying.
Yes, thank you. That's what I think too.
Yeah.
When people fully stop, I go nuts.
Because by me, it's even worse than you. I have more remote roads that nobody is on.
Right.
And it's like these people that come to a full stop for like 3 seconds. My brain melts. I'm like, just go. There hasn't been anybody in 10 years coming in that direction. Just go.
It's like,
wait, hold on. I think Janine's going to take a shot at me. Go ahead, Janine.
What for? You stop fully at stop signs?
Do I stop fully?
No. I do a very slow roll.
Yeah, slow roll. You're down to 5 miles an hour. You're golden. That's fine. That's good.
Probably should stop fully at stop signs, and I don't blame people that do. I don't think that's a bad thing.
I mean, some people go, cruise down to 20 and go through a stop sign. That's pretty bad. You gotta
Yeah, those people.
I'm not a big fan of getting behind a person not doing the speed limit. At least, you're in the side streets and you're doing 20 instead of 30.
Oh, the slow drivers.
Slow drivers.
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve on the road. The signal is a big pet peeve. People that don't use the signal. But when you're when you're in the what's it called? The intersection, and the person in front of you can move up. There's like another car length in front of them, but they stay there and they stick you in the intersection, and they can move up to give you room to get out of the intersection, but they don't move. And you're like, can you have to hit the horn. I'm stuck in the middle here. I'm going to get, T-boned by these things.
Oh, yeah.
And you move up. People that don't have the awareness behind to know that they're leaving me in the intersection.
Hate it.
I hate that.
Hate it. Same thing, same kind of concept. When you're going to go, you're behind somebody at a light or a light, and all they got to do is go up just a little bit. They wouldn't be in the intersection. Just got to go up a little bit so you can get to next to them and make a right turn.
Yeah.
And they just are stopped.
Yeah. And they have all the room in the world. They have half a car length to move up.
All the room.
Just to let you through. Yep. I hate that.
And you're doing the inch up. You're close. You're like on their bumper. Your
turn
signal.
Just want to get ready.
Nothing.
I hate that.
You should be able to get out of the car and shoot those people right in the back of the head and be like, you got to know what's going on behind you. You have to know. Head on a swivel. Okay.
Head on we should have, there should be like a smaller branch of not police, but like citizen police.
I'd volunteer for that.
That you have like a thing in the front of your car that shoots like a little paintball to the car. And like, that's strike one.
That's good.
I want to, this is what you did. Like if it's a red paintball, that means you didn't use your signal. If it's a blue one, you were driving, like a dick. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there should be a squad that's allowed to just mark moron drivers.
That would be the best. And then 3 strikes and we throw them in jail, or we put a swastika on their car that they can't get off.
That's a little much.
Now I got to live with that. Now everybody's going to give you looks. Now you're going to get the looks that I gave you for not moving up so I can make a goddamn right turn. Piece of shit.
Use a signal next time.
Yeah. It's just, the swastika is just an easy excuse. It's a quick way so that everybody knows what a piece of shit you are.
That's a piece of shit.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Nobody wanted to admit anything in the chat. I find that interesting. Aaron, is the chalk your only embarrassing thing? Do you currently do an embarrassing thing?
Oh, what do I do? Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. Frank, what do I do?
That would annoy yourself?
Which I don't even think it's possible for you to annoy Frank. He would never admit it to any of us.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't annoy me. It's true.
I'll think on it. It's probably something. I almost killed us the other day. That was annoying.
In the car?
In the car.
I wasn't annoyed as much as I was drunk. She was driving. So.
I wasn't drunk. I just took a turn to
I was drunk, so Erin was driving.
Was it one of those situations where you're like, even me drunk might have been a better idea than you driving? Because that's what I think whenever I'm drunk and my wife drives.
No, I was like, whoa, that was close.
It was so close. Closest I've ever been.
Hey, we
And
almost
then I was like, hey, that was close. You almost killed us.
Yeah, seriously.
way to title up. Okay, the thing that started this, I was in the car the other day by myself. I sneezed. And I realized that when I sneeze, I kind of go into this bizarre opera singing thing after I sneeze every time. Like I did it and I go, oh my God, I do that a lot. And I didn't even realize I do that. Like I sneeze. It started by me actually saying like hachu after I sneeze. And hachu has turned into a long like opera thing that I do after every time I fucking sneeze.
You
And
do that by yourself or you do that in public?
That
by
is
myself.
something.
By myself. And it's the kind of thing, and again, does this ever happen to you? I never put it together in my mind, but in that one sneeze, yesterday this happened. In that one sneeze, I realized that I do that every time. And I had no idea that I was doing it. And I just thought to myself, that's really annoying. Like it's just I feel like I've been doing it for 30 years and I finally got to the point where I'm sick of it and I got to put a stop to it, you know? Kind of like haktua, like you're like haktua, and you drag out the tua. That's what happens when I sneeze. I can't even recreate it for you right now. I'd be too embarrassed.
Sometimes, if I'm in my car by myself, I don't do this with Aaron because it would be obnoxious and loud.
Yeah.
But if I sneeze by myself, I will chew, and I will make the chew the loudest noise I can make.
That's how I think it started with me.
I just let it off. I scream.
All right, I'm not alone. Again, I'm not alone.
You're not alone there.
This is great. I'm glad we're talking about this.
Yeah, I've done that.
Does anybody else do this? I feel like that's kind of a thing. Like
if someone was standing next to the car, they'd be like, "Oh my God, are you all right?"
Is it because when you sneeze in public, you try and mask it and keep it down as much as you sneeze in the thing or
right. This is a free for all. I have nothing to.
Yeah,
I'm just letting it go. I was once on it was, I don't remember what time. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, coming back from the city or whatever it was, and I was on a subway car by myself, empty subway car, and this was back in the iPod days. I had my iPod with me.
Nice.
I don't remember what song it was, but I sang the loudest I've ever sang in my life. I was just on an empty subway car, and I was belting out. I don't even remember what song it was.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God nobody was on that car because they would have got a good earful.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and then I turned around and realized some guy got on.
Then there was a guy. No, I made sure. I looked around. I checked. There was like a little around the corner kind of thing by where like the conductor is. I was like, nope, we're all empty. We're good.
You just
sat back down and I just fucking belted it like I was on stage.
That's funny. That's pretty good. All right. I'm being asked to do, I can't do it. I can't, it's not something you could recreate. It happens. It just happens with the sneeze.
Can you make yourself sneeze? Pull a hair out of your nose?
No, can't do it. Can't do it.
All right. Get a little pepper.
No, none of that work. I can't. Yeah, no, I can't. Sneezing, I can't do.
All right.
All right, Aaron, ready to go?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a new game. You don't need a pen and you don't need a pencil and you don't need paper. It's just favorites. Or not favorites. I had a hard time giving a title to this one. It's more the idea of things. I asked people and I had stars, basically like two things that you like almost equally. But then there's you like one just a little bit more. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Nope.
Don't have to be your favorite, but like two songs by the same artist that you like pretty much the same amount, but there's one that you like just a little bit more, that kind of thing.
Okay, so you give us two favorites and we have to pick you give us two things that we have to pick our favorite.
No, I'm going to tell you other people's two things that are very, very close, but they like one thing a little bit more. Some are stars, some are people in the chat, some are, me and Jay Sads. So
we have to guess what the person likes a little bit more?
Yes.
Interesting. Oh, this is tough. Okay.
Okay. You each get 10, and I've pre-selected them so to make them as fair as I can. And I'll keep score. And I have some tiebreakers just in case. Okay.
So there's 20 total questions, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's not like if he gets Okay, yeah, we can't. Okay, got it.
You can't
got
steal or anything like that. No.
No, got it. Okay.
I get my 10 questions. You get your 10 questions. Whoever gets the most out of the 10 each wins. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So
Love it.
Frank
I
is
love
going to. Oh, and also you can help in the chat if you don't look it up. If you don't look it up, and if it's not you, because I've asked certain people in the chat to help me out. Obviously, if it's you, don't tell them their answer, but you can help in the chat if you'd like.
Sorry, but sneeze mio is fucking hilarious. I just saw that now. That's fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
Sneeze mio.
Sneeze
Next t-shirt.
That's really good. All right, I'm ready.
I think it would be really funny if you sneeze and sing and Frank dances. I think that we all need it.
That's a clip. That's a 5-second TikTok or whatever the hell.
That's a members only. Okay, so the first one is for Frank. And Frank, it's your girl, Scarlett Johansson. What is her favorite color? Blue or purple?
Blue or purple? Now she likes both, but she likes one the most.
Yeah.
I will go with. Now, you said for the people in the chat not to look it up, right?
Yeah, don't look it up. That's
Don't
not
look
fair.
it up, but give your opinion if you want. So Scarlett Johansson likes blue or purple the best. I will go with purple.
Bold. I was going to say purple too.
Final answer?
Final answer.
No, I'm sorry. She likes blue because it reminds her of the sky and the ocean.
The sky and the ocean?
What
You
a
can only
gal.
pick one. That's not fair.
That's really dumb. That was a dumb answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because of the sky and the her. I'm saying the sky and the ocean. Like, just have a favorite. That's just the dumbest thing ever. I like red because fire trucks. Like, just shut up, idiot.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I love her, but I'm sorry. There's no reason to expand on your favorite color answer.
Apples are red.
Wow, you two are harsh. I bet if you saw her, you would be like, "That's the most wonderful, thoughtful answer I've ever
That's
heard."
so deep. I never thought of that.
If she said that,
like the
that's
ocean
exactly
and vast like the sky.
That's exactly.
But if you take the water out of the ocean, it's not blue. How weird is that?
Oh my God, that's exactly what you'd say to her.
That's exactly what I would say. You're right.
Anything.
You're 100% right.
And then I go like this.
Okay, you're up. You ready?
Okay, ready.
Robert De Niro's favorite Italian food: ziti or risotto?
Oh shit!
Oh,
God,
you like this a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like both as an Italian and a fan of Robert De Niro, I should know this.
You should know a little bit. You should know. You should know a little bit.
I know what Chaz Palminteri's favorite Italian food is because I asked him once.
Wow, what is it?
What was his?
Spaghetti and marinara. That's it.
Lame.
Because he opened up a restaurant, and I said, "You opened up a restaurant. Like, what's your favorite dish? How do you judge a restaurant? Like, what makes it good?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "You know what? Everywhere I go get spaghetti and marinara sauce." He goes, "That's the base. If that's good, everything else is going to be really good." He goes, "But that's my favorite dish." I understand
that, but is that his favorite?
Yeah, he said that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's what I get all the time. He goes, "That's the dish I get all the time." Yeah.
Okay. Hey, listen, that's nothing wrong with that.
I want to say, as an Italian, it's got to be ziti because risotto is kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Elite asshole kind of a dish. Like, I don't think real Italians really eat risotto. We do when we go out, but like your grandma never made risotto, Frank, did she?
That's true. No.
You know, that wasn't really. I'm going to go ziti. I'm going ziti.
You're right. It is ziti, which is ironic because he apparently owns some restaurants and none of them serve it, but whatever.
Pompous dick. Can act. The fucking guy can act though, so I'll give him a pass.
Okay, back to Frank.
Yeah.
Frank, this is Bird's favorite candy. Is it Nerds or Jolly Ranchers?
Nerds or Jolly Ranchers? Bird rhymes with nerd.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So that's a clue. But who doesn't love a good Jolly Rancher?
Fucking Jolly Ranchers, phenomenal. Best lollipops to this day. Like, they're just great. Jolly Rancher.
I'm gonna go. Let's see with the chat. Let's say Nerds or Jolly Ranchers.
Bird would do a Rancher Totes.
as long as you don't know.
What's a rancher tote? I don't even know what that is.
Totally. It says totally.
Oh, we do a rancher totes. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for translating English into stupid for me, Aaron. Appreciate that.
Anytime.
And nerds, jolly. Yeah, Paul says totally. It's totally.
Sorry, I don't know if you noticed. I go to click on something and the chat moves so fast sometimes that I get the wrong one. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have noticed that. Everybody's noticed that.
Okay.
It's not just your paranoia. Everybody's noticed.
It's in the Discord. People like to see how bad Ant was with the chat.
Oh, that's all we talk about. That's all we talk about.
Okay.
I'm going to go with nerds.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're right. It's nerds. She likes both of them, but she
They
likes
are good.
nerds a little bit more.
Nerds are great. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel that grape everything is the best flavor.
No, you're crazy.
Everything.
Grape soda?
I haven't had grape soda in a long time, but
better than Coke.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, thank you.
Grape soda is not the best soda. I'll give you that. But like candy.
The grape nerd is pretty good. Is that why you're thinking of that? Because the grape
nerds, grape, any candy, the purple one, the grape I feel like is the best flavor. Grape, when you get I have these sun-kissed drinks, you put the powder in the water and it mixes up. Grape's the best flavor there. Grape's the best ice. When you get a grape ice pop, I think that's the best flavor. Grape lollipop.
Come on.
Do you guys remember Dimetap?
Yes. Yes.
When I couldn't have dessert, I used to drink Dimetap, and when my parents found out, they were really mad.
Oh boy.
Well, that explains your current level of alcoholism. I mean, Jesus, I don't know if that Dimetap's good for you.
Oh, good. We're out of ice cream. Break open the Dimetap. All right.
All right, we're tied up.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
All right.
And now it's Ant's turn again. And this is our very own Zoso. Which actress does Zoso like more? Margot Robbie or Emma Stone?
Wow, these are really close. All these things have been really close.
Point.
Yeah, I didn't think you could do this, but you're doing a good job. Did you come up with these things, or did you say, hey, give me two things that are close, but you like one more than the other?
The latter.
Okay, I guess you have to, right?
The assignment.
How are they going to pick it? Yeah, that's true. Margot Robbie or Emma Stone? I feel like I've lost with Zoso before. I feel like I've gotten Zoso ones wrong before. I'm gonna say.
Are you going to the chat here? We got people guessing in the chat. Robin says Margot. Mercury says Emma. Paul says Emma, even with the new haircut.
Oh, she got a new haircut. They're both hot as shit. They're both beautiful. Both super talented. Is Zoso from England? I can't remember. I'm gonna go Mark. Well, I think Margot Robbie is from England or Australia.
I think she's Australian.
Yeah, not America, basically.
America and not America.
I'm gonna go Margot Robbie.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, wow.
Damn. 2 for 2, you bastard.
Feeling good tonight.
All right.
Okay, now we are going to Frank with Cuddles.
Cuddles.
Cuddles' favorite alcoholic drink. Is
everyone? Oh, sorry. Delete that. Cut that out.
What?
We're gonna edit that out of the episode. Go ahead.
Do you not want me to say this?
No. I said I was about to say every one of them
because I'm sorry. Okay. What is Cuddles' favorite alcoholic drink? Red wine or margaritas?
Oh, I think I know this. I think it's margaritas.
Can I tell you? I don't even know this. Those are her two. Those are her two. I don't even know which one she likes more.
I think it actually is probably my favorite as well.
Did you guys connect over your slightly more favorite margarita?
Yeah, you think we would connect over, you, but no. It's the margarita. I think I'm going with margarita.
Final answer?
Final answer.
I was fooled too. She said red wine, but I didn't think that. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I think that answer, because it's easier. You just pop the
Oh,
bottle
margarita.
open and pour it.
Margarita's easy. They have pre-mixed. Everything's in the thing.
Not Cuddles. She will not use a premix. She makes it she squeezes that lime herself. Yeah. She's a woman of class
All right.
and quality, except for, one obvious exception.
Exception to every rule. Like everybody's margarita. Look at this.
Yeah. I could see that.
Except Robin said wine. Final answer. Robin was very sure about wine.
Robin knows. Robin is in tune with my wife.
Yeah. Well, one of you has to be.
This is scarily true and way too close to reality. Red wine comes in bags, easier to bring into movies. I'm not going to comment any further at this time. All right, Aaron, I'm excited. What is this? Bottom of the ninth? Bottom of the third, I mean? Fourth?
Yes, I think it's the bottom of the third.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're up 3-1, I think, right? Wow,
I'm crushing it.
2-1.
Oh, 2-1.
I thought it was 3-2.
Yeah. Wait a minute. He got ZD and Margot Robbie.
Oh.
And you didn't get Blue.
I got Nerds.
You got Nerds. That's all you got. So I guess top of the, I don't know.
This is the bottom of the third.
Yeah, but you can't have had 3 because you haven't had 3 questions.
Got it.
Right, okay. I had 3, you had 2. Okay.
Okay, so now and this is with the permission of Frank's brother. He gave me one.
Oh.
So this is Frank's brother.
Anal. Sorry.
What?
I thought it was which one he likes done on him more. Go ahead. Never mind.
He said anal.
Oh my God, guys. Which Metallica We good?
Yes.
Good.
Which Metallica song does he like just a little bit more? Battery or Master of Puppets?
Oh, shit.
That's a tough one.
I feel like Frank likes Battery. I don't know why. I feel like Battery is like one of Frank. Is that one of your favorite songs? It's up there for you, I feel like.
It's a really great song. I think I would put it in my top. I'd put it in my top 15. I don't know if it's.
Oh, 15. I thought you would put it higher than that. I don't like that. I don't like Battery. I don't think Battery's that great.
You're out of your mind.
No, it's not that good.
Let's do it again.
Or Master of Puppets. I'm leaning towards Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets is older out of the two, correct? Or do they come out on the same record?
Same album.
Shit.
Track 1 and track 2.
Damn it. All right, which one's the first track?
Battery.
Oh, damn it. I had this theory that the older one was going to be the one that your brother liked. I'm going to say Master of Puppets, Aaron. I think it's Master of Puppets. A lot of masters in the chat.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Son of a B.
Wow.
Frank, were you going to say that?
Yeah, I think I knew that.
Okay. Next up, we have back-to-back female celebrity questions. Frank, you're first. What was Betty White's favorite candy? Red Vines or Snow Caps?
Those are some old people candies right there. That's some shit from the 30s. Holy shit.
Or what are they? Candy cigarettes. Red Vine.
My dad would
Stay
not let me
away
have
from
those.
the red rope licorice. I will go with Red Vines.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yes, you're right. It is Red Vines and a red wine apparently tonight.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay.
That was a hell of a pull.
Thank you.
Way to go. All right, Aunt, back to you.
Okay.
Which is Demi Moore's favorite movie? Beetlejuice or Annie?
Interesting.
That is interesting. I don't know if I'm getting Aaron here because it feels like Beetlejuice is too like contemporary, like too now, whereas Annie, well, no, Annie's way older than Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Well,
Annie,
which version?
The original, you know.
Original.
Alien Quinn, I think her name is.
Yeah, that's got to be like growing up her chest. So that feels like the obvious answer there. That feels like it just feels like an Aaron trap, doesn't it? It feels like an Aaron trap. Like that's too easy of an answer.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Annie though. Nobody named Annie saying Annie. That's also interesting.
Where's Annie when you need her?
That's true. Nowhere to be found. Probably hanging out with Margot Robbie.
Robin saying juice. Beetlejuice.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 Annies, 2 juices.
It's tough with the toss-up.
Beetlejuice is fucking great. Trying to think, when did Beetlejuice come out? 90?
Give or take.
89, 90? No, because Batman was 89. So Beetlejuice has to be like 87, 88. To me, he's like in a prime there. Damn it. So much pressure because I got a perfect game going. And now that I said that, I feel like I'm going to blow it.
Oh, is it a perfect game? Did you get them all right?
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten one wrong yet.
Yes.
Damn it. All right.
Oh, man. Erin's in my head. I'm going to go. She couldn't have loved Beetlejuice. No. I'm going to say Annie. I'm going to go with Annie.
Final answer?
Yes.
No, I'm sorry.
I knew it. I got Erin. That was textbook Erin. Oh my God. That's such a good one.
That is a good one.
Pointed out the perfect game, blew it. I deserve it. I deserve that.
You cocky bastard, you.
I know.
Back to our AOAers in the chat. This one is Mercury.
All right.
For Frank, Mercury. Which country contains Mercury's favorite vacation spot? Ireland or Spain?
Oh boy. Huh.
Also, which country contains Mercury? That's where I thought the question was going to go.
It's a good question. Mercury's favorite vacation spot, Ireland or Spain? Oh boy.
Careless of a Mercury.
I will go with
Mercury.
Let's see what the chat says here. A couple of Spains. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to say Spain as well. Oh, Robin says Ireland.
Final answer?
I will say Spain. Yes, final answer.
No, it's Ireland.
Oh. I would have gotten that one wrong too.
Wow. All right. Fair enough. Damn, I am not doing good this game.
No, you don't know what people like.
I got one answer correct, I think.
I thought you had 2.
Did I have 2?
Yeah, you have 2.
Sweet.
You got nerds and you got red vines.
Oh, right.
Candy,
okay.
of course. You know your candy.
The 2 candy questions.
Okay, no looking this up, people. No looking this up. What was America's favorite girl's name in 2024? Olivia or Emma?
It's tough.
It is tough. Although I want to say Emma. I don't know why I feel very strong for Emma. I'm going to say Emma.
Wow.
Final
Not
answer?
even.
Yes.
Not even thinking about it.
No, it was
Damn.
Olivia.
Damn.
See now.
Damn it.
Now downhill.
I was getting them all in the
You
beginning.
were before the last question.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, your turn, Frank. Okay, this is Nikki from AOA.
Okay.
Which hobby does Nikki enjoy more? Now she wants it to be clear. It's very close. Sewing or gardening?
Ooh.
How do we get Nikki a more exciting life? That's what I want to know.
You shitting on sewing and gardening?
Yes, I am simultaneously.
Name one hobby of yours. One.
Is sleeping a hobby?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right then.
Those are rough though. Sewing and gardening.
Sewing and I will say sewing sounds like, now I could be wrong, but sewing to me sounds like you're fixing something that ripped or whatever. Does that also like involve creating, like if you're sewing a blanket together? Is that?
Yeah, that's sewing.
Is that like knitting or quilting or something?
No, you can sew a blanket. You don't.
Right. When I think sewing, I think like you're hemming your pants or you're fixing a hole in a shirt.
Well, like if you were making a quilt, that wouldn't be.
That's
That would be
quilting,
sewing.
right?
Is that quilting?
Knitting? Crocheting?
No.
All right. So I'm going to go with gardening. Because I feel like there's a little more, maybe a little more reward in the gardening. Will, Robin saying gardening. Thank you. Paul. Okay. Jeez, Paul. All right. So yeah, I'm going to say gardening.
Okay, you're right. It is gardening.
Yes.
Wow. What's the
Do we know
score
the-
now?
Tied.
Yeah.
Tied.
What's the score? Tied.
3-3.
The comeback of all time.
Okay.
Okay, it's your turn, Aunt, and it is Janine.
Oh,
Aha.
What's her
complaining. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
What's her favorite Britney Spears song?
Oh,
I'm a Slave for You or Oops, I Did It Again?
oh, fuck. This is so hard.
But she
Especially because I thought it was toxic before you gave me the choices. So,
Oh,
oops, I did it again.
his final answer. That's funny, Robin.
That is really funny. I
That is
want
funny.
to say, yeah, I'm a slave for you. Everybody's saying slave. Yeah. I know I've seen her sing that a lot of times. I've seen her sing the slave song. I'm going to say slave.
Final answer.
Everybody is saying slave. Oh, Robin finally chimes in with an oops. Everybody else is saying slave. Final answer, slave.
Yes, you're right. It is I'm a Slave for You is her favorite, but she likes both very much.
Regaining the lead. Love it.
Damn it. All right. I could pull out a win here. We could do this.
What round are we on here? What inning?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. It feels like 6, maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
Okay. This is Robin. Frank,
Robin. All right.
what is Robin's
Potatoes.
favorite?
Sorry.
Damn.
Right, it's potatoes. Of these two, they're not his favorite, but I asked him to pick 2 movies that he feels closely about as far as how much he likes them. And they are The Big Short or 13 Days. Now, The Big Short is about how one man figured out that the market was going to collapse and got a lot of money.
Mhm.
And 13 Days is about the Cuban Missile Crisis.
First of all, 2 phenomenal movies. Those are 2 of my favorite movies.
No, they're not. Shut up.
Oh my God. Oh no, he's got great choices. I swear to God, I love those movies.
I never heard you mention either of these movies ever.
Love. And I can say though, 13 Days is a clear winner for me personally. I love that movie. That movie is so good. It is so well done, that movie. It's great. Kevin Costner. It's great.
Skeptical.
Ask me anything. I could tell you anything about both of those movies.
Who produced it?
Oh, I don't know who produced it.
All right. I will go with 13 Days.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yes, it is
Shit.
13 Days.
Did you say that because I said it?
You kind of helped me out there.
Damn it.
No, the subject matter, I think, sounded a little more interesting. The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, everybody was saying 13 Days too, by the way. It's just a better movie. Big Short's great. It's a better movie.
Yeah, man. I haven't
Okay.
seen either of them, by the way.
Adam McKay directed Big Short. He might have also been a producer. I feel like he might have been a producer too. So just put that out there.
You looking that up right now?
No, I swear, no. My hands are here. I swear, my iPad is off. I got nothing. I feel like Costner produced 13 Days too because he was in it, but I don't know that for certain. But anyway, go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, and you get me. So which do I like better? Fancy bars or dive bars?
Shit.
See what the chat is saying.
Fancy bars or dive bars? I feel like you're one of the classier drinkers. Like, I don't know why I'm struggling to remember your drink, but I don't know if your favorite drink is an old fashioned, but I feel like you're not afraid to drink an old fashioned. I feel like you definitely maybe a martini, but you're not.
Wow, the chat is saying dive bars.
This is tough because who doesn't love a classy bar? But at the same time, some of your best memories, I feel like, come from dive bar nights.
They both have their allure to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you give me the question again, Aaron?
Sure. Which do I like better, fancy bars or dive bars?
Shit. Paul brings up a good point. She's a writer. Dive bars.
Uh,
True. That's true.
Zosa says, I think she's a fancy girl.
She's a fancy girl, that's for sure. It's dawning on me right now that we don't go to bars often enough for me to know this actually.
last bar we went to was Dave & Buster's, which is neither.
Yeah. Why don't you live 3 hours away and then,
Holy shit.
Move a little closer. We'll go to bars all the time.
Again, it's one of those things where I feel like fancy's the obvious answer, but I feel like what your favorite is, oh man. I'm gonna say dive bar.
Final answer?
Yes.
Sorry, I like fancy bars. Frank, were you going to say that? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You were not. You liar. Will you stop it? You weren't going to say that.
Okay, Frank, now it's back to the AOAers.
I feel like we're tied again. I might be wrong. Or
I'm sorry.
No,
yeah,
I think I'm ahead by 1.
No, I don't think so.
Did I just blow it right there?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'll go back at the end and redo and make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Frank, back to the AOAers. This one is Paul. Which is his favorite David Lynch movie? Lost Highway or Blue Velvet? And I know I gave you the plots of Robbins, but I'm not going to give you the plots for these because they're David Lynch and
they're out there.
Yeah, they're comparable. I mean, I'm thinking.
Okay, Blue Velvet or Lost Highway.
Yeah,
I really don't know them.
Nobody does. It's David Lynch. A grand
Paul,
total. 4 people have seen that movie, and Paul's
this
one of
is
them.
a literal. This is as close to a coin toss. Coin toss as you can get. So I will go with Blue Velvet.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yes, you're right.
Jesus Christ, you lucky bastard.
That was a complete 50-50 guess.
That was such a lucky guess.
Okay, Anthony, next up. What is Taylor Swift's favorite cereal to eat late night? Honey Nut Cheerios or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I feel like Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the better cereal.
How well do you know Tay-Tay?
Not well at all. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Honey Nut Cheerios? Oh my God. She seems like a Honey Nut Cheerio girl for some reason.
Let's see, we got
cinnamon. Yeah, what are people saying in the chat?
You got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honey Nut. So 2-1 Cinnamon Toast Crunch there.
That seems like.
What are you saying?
Fuck. I'm going to say Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Final answer?
Yes.
You're correct.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
She likes to have that late at night.
That is a good cereal.
She likes the crunchy. That's what I heard about her. That's what people are saying.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Just say stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Frank, back to you. According to Ranker, I don't know what that is, but this one actually came from a source.
That's when you have a
Which is
sore
the-
in your. Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
Ranker sauce. Good.
Which is the favorite friend from the show for most people? Joey or Chandler?
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's tough.
I have to say something. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say. Go ahead.
I have an answer and a theory why.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I think Joey, because he was very consistent throughout the entire series. His character never really changed all that much, and he was consistently funny. Chandler evolved a little bit. Once he got with Monica, his wackiness kind of toned down a smidge.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with Joey for his consistent wackiness. People in the chat are saying Joey. Yeah, I think Joey as well. Chandler's
Final
great,
answer?
but yes, final answer.
Before I say it, Aunt, did you want to say something?
My theory is if you like Joey, you're a little. Joey's hacky, whereas Chandler is a little smarter, funny. You need a little bit more intelligence to get Chandler than Joey.
You just insult
A lot of people.
a lot of people. Okay.
Yes, I feel like Joey's totally. It's like, who's your favorite Seinfeld character? Kramer. No, Kramer was the obvious, easy, slapsticky, over the top.
You could still like the slapsticky stuff,
but he's not the real funny. George, Jerry, and Elaine are like the funny.
Yeah.
You know,
they're great. They're all great, but they all have their own, their own positive notes, their own characteristics.
Chandler's smarter. If you like Chandler over Joey, I want you to feel better about yourself today. That's
Can
what I'm
I
telling the people.
be wearing anymore? Come on, it's not that much smarter.
Oh, I think it's good. All right, come on, Aaron. What do we got?
It was Chandler, so you didn't get it.
Yes.
All right.
See, you think the world's stupid. That's your problem.
You called all the Joey fans stupid.
Just 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, you get it together. I think this might be the last question, Frank.
It is.
Oh, okay. So now I have no more questions, and after this one, you're going to tally it all up and see.
No. I'm sorry. This is going to be Aunt, and then you, and then Aunt.
Yeah. Okay. So there's one more inning. Okay.
Okay. Now, okay. This is Aunt. Okay. What is Wolfgang Puck's favorite dessert? Chocolate souffle or baked Alaska?
Oh. Wolfgang Puck.
Chocolate souffle or baked Alaska. Souffle sounds fancy. Souffle.
They're both very difficult desserts to pull off.
What's
according to the cooking shows I've seen.
What's baked Alaska? When they light the meringue on? Is that the?
Yeah, the ice cream with like a meringue, and it's coated in something that they flambe it.
No, fire.
Flambe, something like that.
Mercury, what the hell is baked Alaska? That's so funny. I don't. When I first started, I'm like, is that the? I couldn't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah, picture like a big dome of meringue, and then like an inch under that is just a ball of ice cream that's like frozen. Then I feel like they fry it. Maybe it's fried ice cream. I'm not sure about that. But then they coat it in some alcohol that they just light on fire. This is good.
Yeah, it is fancy too. God, this is hard. Does anybody else feel like I got the harder questions here? I feel like I got the harder questions.
I don't think you got the harder questions.
I really tried. I tried.
I don't think you got the harder questions.
I'm just hedging and complaining in advance in case I lose.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, we're neck and neck here, so. I like the souffle or the baked Alaska.
I know. I hear it in his voice too. It's complicated. Fuck. Because I feel like chocolate souffle sounds fancier and is the way to go, but like, where the hell are you gonna get a baked Alaska? It's like more rare to get that, and that seems like something he would be into. I'm gonna go with baked Alaska.
No, I'm sorry. It's chocolate souffle. But baked Alaska was another chef's favorite, so I thought that I would pick one.
You remember who that chef was?
I'll find out.
Okay.
Okay, so Frank, back to you. What is Dave Matthews' favorite song of his own?
Oh God!
Suck on it. I had to answer the Metallica question.
First of all, it was a my brother question.
Still have Metallica.
All right.
Don't drink the water, or what would you say?
Believe it or not, I actually know both of these. So.
They're great songs. That's why. Certainly better than Battery. That's for fuck sure.
Monkey on his drink. Give me a break.
Jacques Torres likes baked Alaska. Apparently, he's a
Okay.
famous chef, and he's French. The Jacques might have tipped you off.
All right. Let's see. Don't drink the water where he just loses it. I will. Or what was? Or what would you say? I will say, what would you say? Because I feel like don't drink the water. It's a little out there. A little Looney Tunes. I'm going to say, what would you say?
Final answer?
Now, Anthony, do you know the answer to this?
I don't, and I'm afraid to say what I want to say here.
Do you want to weigh in before I tell?
I would love
My
to
final
know.
answer is what would you say? So,
Okay, I would love to know
you're
where
locked
this
in.
came from, because I don't know if he's ever actually said anything like this, and if he has, I've missed it. I've completely missed it. He doesn't seem the type to me to be the type that would pick his favorite song of his.
Oh, they're all my children, and I love you. Get the hell out of here.
That's what I would picture him answering that question is. But it's possible he said it somewhere once in an interview. Yeah, for sure. What was your guess? What'd you say? What would you say?
What would you say?
Okay, go ahead, Aaron.
You didn't answer.
Oh,
You don't want to?
what my thing is, I would say don't drink the water.
Okay. Perhaps to no one's surprise, Frank is wrong. Anne is right. Now, this is just something that basically he said his two favorites that he likes are Don't Drink the Water and Gravedigger. But I knew Frank didn't know Gravedigger, so I changed it. But also what's funny is I got it mixed up with Bartender, and I was like, oh, is that the one he's saying? Like, oh, Gravedigger, oh, Gravedigger. And I was like, why does that sound wrong? And it's
Just
because
they're the same song. They're probably the same song.
Do you like Gravedigger? Yeah.
Me, yeah, great song. Dark,
All right.
but good.
Yes, those Don't Drink the Water. I guess he likes the dark ones. Okay, dark songs. Okay, so here is the last one. Let me see how we're doing.
I feel like I've already won, but let's play it out.
I don't think you won.
No, Frank's up by 1, and this is your last chance.
How is that? Wait, that cannot be right.
All right, hold on. Okay, wait.
We need a full recount here.
I will do a full recount.
Okay.
All right. So, but after this one, what is the most populous? Now, not popular. The idea is that this is the most in America astrological sign currently in America. So, who are, if you got people, Virgo or Scorpio?
Can I know?
Do you know when either of those are?
I'm a Scorpio, but I'm on the edge, so I really don't know. I think I'm a Scorpio. Are you a Scorpio?
Nope.
Yes, and we're 10 days apart, so I'm right on the edge of the thing, so I don't really even know.
Well, I'm a Libra.
Okay. Can you tell me when those two are, or is that cheating?
I feel like that's cheating.
Okay. All right.
I don't think so because I told Frank the plots of the movie.
You did get movie
That's
plots,
true.
which we haven't gotten in the past. So that's good point.
True.
Good point,
Go
Aaron.
for it.
Thanks.
Go for it.
Okay, hold on.
What was it, Virgo and Scorpio?
Scorpio are between October 23rd and November 21st. Virgo is between August 23rd and September 22nd.
I'm so screwed. There's no way.
That doesn't help you at all.
Doesn't help
They're
at all.
actually the top two. They're the
Wait.
top two.
Wow, those are the top two. Oh
Yeah.
shit. I'm leaning towards Virgo stupidly because I feel like a lot of people bang on New Year's Eve and that's where you're gonna fall. You know?
Then you got Valentine's Day. And that's where you're going
I would put you
that's going to give you the Scorpio. That's when your parents banged, Anthony.
It's Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
You know, I never thought of this. They might have banged on Valentine's Day.
Probably mine too.
No, is that right? No. Well, you may. I guess if you were born a couple weeks early, yeah, sure. I mean,
February to October.
9 months puts you in November, middle of November, really. So I'm close. Because you weren't born a month early. I don't think that.
October's the 10th month. You got February, middle of February to middle of October is 9 months.
You want to know an interesting fact?
Yes.
It's really 10 months, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Not that
No, I
much.
don't want to throw you. Do this first, and then I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm really leaning towards Virgo. Let me see what the chat is saying here. Can I go to the chat for help?
Yeah.
Let's see. You got a Virgo, 2 for Virgo. Sagittarius, I like that. Glory holes year round. Okay. There's only 2 people cared to actually answer, and it was Virgo.
I think Robin's a little behind here. Those dive bars with the dim lighting. What?
No, but Robin said Virgo, so I think he's just referencing back to something. I'm gonna say Virgo.
Final answer?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. It's Scorpio. Sorry.
That was the difference between you tying with me and you losing.
I think I'm winning. I felt like I was up by 1.
Okay, let me redo it again. Scarlett Johansson, Frank got it wrong.
Right.
Yes.
Robert De Niro's favorite Italian food, you got right.
Yes.
Someone write this. Somebody do a pen and pencil. Like somebody write it down.
Anthony's going to hold up fingers for the ones he gets right. I'll do it for mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Bird's favorite candy, Nerds. You got that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoso's favorite actress, Ant got right.
Yep.
Cuddles alcoholic drink, Frank got wrong.
Correct.
Wrong.
Master of Puppets, you got right.
Thank you.
Betty White's favorite candy, Frank got right.
Yes.
Demi Moore's favorite movie, Ant got wrong.
Right.
Merck's favorite country, Frank got wrong.
Correct.
Okay.
America's favorite girl's name, Ant got wrong.
Correct.
Olivia, Emma, right?
Yep.
Nikki enjoys gardening wrong. Frank got that right.
Right. Okay. I said gardening.
Did you get that right?
Yeah, he said gardening.
I said gardening. I didn't say sewing. I said sewing seems like
there's
more comes out of gardening. Okay.
Janine's favorite song, Ant got right. Slave for You, correct?
Yes.
Frank got 13 Days right for Robin's favorite movie.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Ant got mine wrong. I like fancy bars.
Correct.
Frank got Blue Velvet right for Paul's favorite David Lynch movie.
Shit.
Ant got Cinnamon Toast Crunch right for Taylor Swift, or did you say Honey Nut Cheerios?
No, I said Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep, you got that right.
Frank got Joey wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Ant got Chocolate Souffle wrong. Frank got Dave Matthews wrong, and Ant got Scorpio wrong. How are we?
So we're tied.
Are you tied? I'm sorry.
Tied.
I'm sorry.
But I got Dave Matthews right. That was worth 3 points. So
no, it was not.
No.
No, Dave Matthews, or you automatically take 3 points off.
Tied again. Holy shit.
Oh, all right. Do you want to just leave it at that?
Yeah.
Okay. Another tie. You guys born 10 days apart. You guys tie. You guys are real sweet.
It's not sweet.
Great job, Aaron.
Terrible is what it is.
Thanks, guys. Have
Good
a great
job,
weekend,
Aaron.
everybody.
You too.
Bye.
Great see Aaron in person tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to see Aaron in person tomorrow. We're going to go to a funeral tomorrow.
That's true.
It's terrible.
Yep. That is awful. We'll be there tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm doing a podcast thing, Frank, after that.
You are.
Also terrible. I'm going to do a podcast seminar with Al Roker. I'm gonna get a selfie with Al Roker.
Tell him I said hi.
I will. He's opening.
He won't
for
know
me.
who I am.
Yes, I'm sure he will. So if anybody's going to the, I don't even know what it's called, college podcasting broadcasting thing, see you there. And then I think I'm gonna try and get together with Uncle Glory Hole and
very nice.
The new Glory Hole spots. I don't know.
Sounds like a planned weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a big weekend. Don't forget
Pick up
to get
Oval.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, Oval is available right now. Aaron wrote a wonderful book. It's available on Amazon. Link in the description below. You could buy a copy like that or have it digitally downloaded. Both options are available. Oval, written by Aaron.
Both are good, but my favorite is the hard copy, the actual copy, not the digital. Just putting that out there. Digital's more convenient though, so go get it.
Go meat potato salad.
We will see you guys next week.
Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.